Captain Supplemental Log, Guardian Chronicles, June 30th, 3308. V. Clara commanding. I have finally had time to go over all of these images. Let's talk. As you know, we spent at least a month examining structures connected to the beacons. What you didn't know is that we took the time to study a few ruins within our reach as well. Right away, we noticed something odd. Nothing seemed to match. If I didn't know better, I would think that the structures in the ruins were from two totally different species altogether. And we are finding evidence that might have been the case, at least partially. The first thing that we noticed was that the layouts didn't match. When we landed and tried to take samples, it got even worse. Almost all of the markings on the structures and the beacons seemed to have purpose. We found they were not aesthetic as we had originally assumed, at least not fully. The markings on the ruins, however, seemed largely decorative. And most of them seemed to rely heavily on pigmentation to be seen, which has predictably worn off over the last 1 or 2 years, so they were hard to detect in the first place. Only the obelisks with the glyphs and the relic towers seem to connect the two, not counting the artifacts. There are also no automated defense systems in place at the ruins, even though the tech is still active. The markings on the relic towers are exactly the same and have varying combinations that have started to pique our interest. They seem to be the same language as the transmission towers from the structures, but slightly altered. We have also found what we believe to be signs of habitation at the ruins, all of them, and some areas that we believe commerce took place. None of these features seem to exist at the structures. Then, there is the damage. Evidence of massive attacks. It will be in our next log as we are not finished with the analysis yet, but something very horrible happened across this empire. The evidence suggests that what we are looking at are 3 generations of colonies, not 3 types, and we are starting to believe that the structures were largely uninhabited except for a small contingency of soldiers. We are not finished with our analysis, but the evidence suggests that the sites were automated and possibly occupied by the constructs. And also, there is the possibility that the structures were dismantled, not destroyed. We are simply not finding the same kinds of damage that we found at the ruined sites. What this tells us is that in order to understand the structures and the beacons, we will first have to understand the ruins and the species that occupied them. So we are going to focus our attentions there. I will start logging my findings on the ruins, and I will give you your final analysis on the markings as well when I have time. Try not to get wiped out by the Thargoids before my return. We will keep you posted on our progress. This is Commander V. Clara, signing off. Kapla.